Hello and welcome to Mzansi Stories Recap. I am back yet again reviewing one of your Mzansi favorites, soapies, and in this video we are reviewing My Brother's Keeper. Those who know best, they say that after God, please do make sure that you fear men. And let me tell you something, Donga has proven us right as a country. I guess when season 1 of My Brother's Keeper started, people who gave us couple goals was Donga and his wife. And I will tell you why I'm starting by telling the story. I mean, even when Fagazile's husband passed away, and there was a discussion in the family that someone must step up and take Ufagazile as a second family. Donga was very reluctant, and Umshongu did appoint Udonga and said this position is suitable for Udonga, but Udonga was very reluctant, saying things like his wife would just kill him if he were to think of taking his second wife. He was even portrayed as someone who fear his wife, someone who adores his wife, someone who would never think of double crossing his wife. Well, let me tell you, just few millions have changed how Donga used to respect and love and honor his wife. Now it has happened that Udonga and Umshengu did not see eye to eye, and Udonga strongly believed that Umshengu was blocking his success. Donga then met someone called Sazana. And let me tell you, this is when Katazile's problems began. Udonga did made millions and got a tender through the help of Sazana. I guess Donga even started to change how he walks, how he talks, and how he dresses. It's unfortunate that the affair continued until Udonga just couldn't keep it to himself anymore, and Ufagazile find out that her husband has been having an affair. Now, whilst we thought that finally Udonga is gonna stop all this affair nonsense and apologize to his wife, guess what Udonga did and said? Shock us as the country. And he says that he wants to be a polygamist man. Sana, after God, make sure that you fear men and money, because definitely does money change people's characters? I mean, that's a big questionable. Does money really change someone's character, or just money changes or shows you true character, your true perspective, how you would have treated people anyway? Well, after Katazile find out that her husband has been having an affair, Donga then, decided that, what, really he doesn't have much of a choice, but, to just agree that he has been having an affair. Not only has he been having an affair, he has fallen in love with his mistress, and he wanted to take his mistress as his second wife. Were we not shocked? Were we not loved? Shook? Okay, shook. Of course, Ufagazile shame tries, baby girl tried to fight it with all that she can, in terms of, no, Donga, you will not take a second wife. No, Donga, like, I will not allow you to take a second wife. I forbid you from taking a second wife. But Udonga served her wife, rather his wife. Donga served his wife, Ukata, with divorced papers, saying that, of course, if he would like to take a second wife, he needs to be a divorced man, because I believe that he got married. Was it a civil marriage? It's something like that. He had a civil marriage, and now he needs to change it to customary marriage. I think customary marriage allows you to take as many wives as you would love to. So, all this is just a shock, and how Udonga, publicly in front of his wife, evidently admitted that he loves Nkosazana. He loves Nkosazana so much because Nkosazana have changed him, has made him a better man, and has made him to be even more ambitious. And man, you could see the hurt in Fakazile's face, who then confronts Udonga that all these years when I was praying for you, all these years when I was praying for your breakthrough, when I stood by you, when you and your father had challenges and I still remained by your side, was I not supporting you? Was I not a supportive wife enough? What should I have done? Should I have brought millions, tenders, for you to see that I'm a supportive wife? Of course, Udonga argues that he still loves his wife. Nothing will ever change the love that he have for his wife. He just need this thing. Well, moving right on, Donga has been very much persuasive when it comes into convincing his son Usbusiso to come and work with him in his company, but Usbusiso was very reluctant. I mean, firstly, he's a man, but he's a man now. He's a man. He's about to have a baby. He have a baby mama, and he needs to stand on his own. Some men are very prideful, and they want to stand on their own, especially when they're about to have babies. But then now he realized, what's yo guys, in one thing about unemployment, let's not even talk about it. Okay. But he also realized that, what, at some point he does need help from his father. And it does not help, to be a man who's very prideful, knowing very well that you need help. When you need help, you need help. You need to go and ask for help. So he therefore did exactly that. Went to his father and says that he would love to come and work with his father in his father's company. This seems like it's the greatest news that Donga has ever had in his life. Because, he has been, battling fights, him and his wife, him wanting polygamy and all that. He does say that this is the greatest thing and the greatest news he has ever had in forever. One thing that worries me is that will Donga not be his father? Because Sana, the way he looks and the way he moves, definitely he is. He got it to be Umshengo point 2, and maybe rob Busiso, not pay Busiso his wealth and all that, and just kinda enslave him, make him work for peanuts. But Kesana, the excitement in his face, knowing that he is now going to be working head on side with his son, it seems like this is definitely what he has been dreaming of for the longest time. So maybe we can give him a benefit of the doubt, because he does look like someone maybe who has been wanting this for the longest of time. He has been wanting to maybe perhaps work with Usbusiso or work with his son, and maybe his son was just not making it happen. Now moving along into ukhathazile nkosi yami / umantombela. Oh sana umantombela ke sana, has decided ukuthi, what, she cannot fight this fight anymore. She cannot fight this fight. She tried almost everything that she thought she could to try to fight Udonga. She wanted 50%. She was like, listen, Donga, I want 50%. I want to protect myself before you get into this marriage. Donga called her unreasonable, greedy, and all that. But, it seems like Udonga is very pursuant with this Isi Temple thing. He even gave Ukhathazile the 50%. He was willing. He was like, listen, you want 50%? Let's get a 50%. He, even though Fagazile has not really, I did say that Fagazile was served with divorce papers from Udonga, because Donga says that, they need to do things right before he sends the letter, wara and wara. So right after that one, after he served Udonga, he then says that he would like to start a trial, a marriage trial, polygamist marriage trial, whereby on other days he will sleep on Nkosazana's house. Yo guys, angazi ngenze njani, amadoda wasithanda guys, yazini. And And it seems like Ukhathazile really doesn't have a say in this, saying like, listen, we're going to have a polygamist trial marriage whereby on other days I will sleep on Nkosazana's house, and on other days I'm going to sleep on your house, so that we just see how this thing is going to work out, how it's going to balance out, right? And in the meantime, you might be busy thinking and all that good stuff. It's very hard on Ufakazile. And one thing that I've noticed is that it's hard on Nkosazana as well. As much as, sometimes it's very hard to sympathize with someone who knowingly dated a married man, because it's not like Nkosazana didn't know that Udonga was a married man. And it's hard to sympathize with someone like that. But, I mean, Nkosazana does express that she is very much hurt, she's very much hurt about the fact that she has to share Udonga, about the fact that Donga will not be in her bed, Donga will be in another woman's bed, warming another woman's bed. But Donga is just like, listen, bro, I don't even know what you're talking about, because that's my wife, and that's how polygamists work. Sometimes I come and warm your bed, sometimes I go and warm somebody else's bed. That's just how polygamy works. So you have to get used to it. I'm very content about that. I'm very content. I feel like maybe, hey guys, please don't. I feel like maybe uLontuzana, Nkosazana, at some point, she will act like she's fine. She accepts this polygamous thing. And then she will then think that, what, if I can be a second wife, I can definitely be the only wife, So, hey guys, nervous about this whole thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this whole thing. It's just everything makes me nervous. But Kesana Ukhathazile became a bigger person, and at some point baby girl realized, if not her, then who? Ooh, guys, kuthiwa shadani asinamona. She then called her husband and talked to her husband, tells her husband, listen, I love you dearly. I've loved you from the day that I've met you, and I still love you even till today. But I've realized that when you love people, you must give them exactly what they want. And you want this polygamy thing, and you say it's important for you to be a polygamous man. And I guess I cannot stand in the way of that. Like, I just cannot. Whom am I to think that I can be in the way of you wanting to get your polygamous? So I've decided that I have signed the divorce papers, guys. They are officially divorced. Oh ma, yaze yankulu indaba emhlabeni. Yay, Jehovah. So they are officially divorced, like I can say, Fakazile signed, and said, if it's important to you that you get Nkosazana as your second wife, I think you have claimed that you love Nkosazana for like a period of time now. And you know how I feel about this thing, and my feelings and my emotions will never and has never changed. But then I've realized that I care about you. I care about you a lot. So when you care about people, sometimes you make one of the most unselfish decisions and give them what exactly they think they want or they deserve. Meanwhile, Ufakazile, girl, oh, Sana, love this for Ufaka. Love this for Ufaka. Ufaka have someone who had a crush on her, who looked at her and say, oh, manga, I crush on her. And you will remember that Ufaka's marriage with nqubeko fell apart, which I'm absolutely happy for. Like, I'm so happy for that, because, like, as much as, nqubeko's wife, Nandipa, didn't really made us fall so much in love with her. But really, I was sympathizing with her in cases of that she was not having children. There is Ufaka having a child with nqubeko. And sometimes Ufaka, guys, was just not the nicest person, honestly. Let's just be honest. Now that Ufaka is going on dates and she have her auntie looking after her son. Obviously the auntie is not really okay with ufaga going on dates, so baby girl decided, because once I've had enough of ufaga being out on dates and all that, let me go and give her baby, just to remind her, hey, kaloku sisu ungumama, okay? How are you out here on dates whilst you still have a newborn baby? Surprisingly, Ufakazile's dates, he did share his story that he lost his wife, and it has been a couple of years since his wife has passed on, and it was not an easy journey for him, but he has managed to recover, like to stay single until he finds love again. Fakazile is just like, how is this whole love thing going for you? He does say that, izinto zothando ziyalindwa kaloku, you gotta be patient. And he says that in him being patient and being patient and all that, he has realized ukuthi he might be falling for someone, and he's never gonna stop knocking on that person's door until the person officially opens the door. And guess who is it? Guess who is this person that is coming to join my brother's keeper? It's his none other than Oshumaka, And guys, Xhosa men are very soft and sweet and beautiful and all that cutie. So now, nqubeko, knowing that his ex-wife Fakazile, is moving on, I just wonder how it will make him feel. I hope he's not one of those men who think that they own a woman. Now a woman belongs to them. She cannot move on with her life. She cannot do other things with her life because she belongs to nqubeko. We understand. We Shumaka looks genuine, but ke guys, sana if we amazi uShumaka. If we amazi uShumaka, you will definitely not describe him with a word genuine. You will describe him with gold digger kinda. But I don't know, maybe he got a different role where he is playing differently, and he is not that. He's not after anyone's money. He is a hardworking man who works very hard for his money, and legit, he is just looking for someone to give him love. Hopefully guys, I am so hopeful about this whole thing, that this is who and what Shumaka is, and I'm so grateful that he is down for being a stepdad to Fagazile's child. He's in it for that. Meanwhile, Shembantla unqubeko benomfazi wakhe, after the miscarriage, I myself, guys, like, I sympathize with that woman so much. I was like, like, why is she going through the most in life? I mean, for the longest time she has been trying to conceive, and when it officially happens, it turns out that it's not gonna last. It's not gonna stick out for a long time, because just the baby just couldn't, the baby just, or rather her body just could not withstand carrying the baby for 9 full months, which, honestly speaking, guys, I'm sad for Nandipa, I'm sad for nqubeko, but officially, Nandipa is trying to pull herself together, and she has decided to pack all the baby clothes, give it away to people who really, really need it, and give it away to the toys and everything else. And nqubeko is trying his best to cheer up his wife, and they found themselves laughing at some comedy show, and I was like, I love this for you too, you guys. And yeah, guys, that's all from my brother's keeper. Hey guys, do you think we officially gonna see umshado kaDonga noNkosazana? Do you think that's happening? Do you think that's coming up? Anyway, that's all that I had for you on today's video. If you do love and enjoy our videos, you will give this video a huge thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one. Till then, please do stay blessed.